Oh, it's Morning Mike's on this August 10th, is it? Here we are in Maine still. When is the Bushman coming back? When the hair just gets all the way down to his ass, maybe. Good morning, Billy, from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Hope the fires up there have mellowed out. Good morning to you, Lisa Bennett. What a day. Oh, my God. Brought to you, by the way, this morning by Venbrook Insurance. We always like to plug our friends there and do a little extra with them because they've been great to us. Boldly go forward. Hey. You need a good insurance company, especially with all the, oh my God. I hope people in Milwaukee have Venbrook. God, another just massive flooding, 14 and a half inches of rain in one day. Oh my God. Oh, what's happening? Weather all over the place. It just feels like friggin' Armageddon all the time, doesn't it? Checking in from Tennessee. Hey, Perth, Western Australia. Angela, oh my God, she's an Aussie. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Top of the morning to everybody. Truffle Pops. We got Georgia checking in right here. Look at that. We got Georgia and Southern California and Illinois is in the house. We have a big day today. Oh my God, I have a big day today. I'm going down to a special event in Kennebunkport, Maine. I'm going to go down and see George W. I'll be with W. today. Look forward to seeing him. Oh, yeah, we'll get into the fact that his portrait has been relegated to a back staircase at the White House by the current inhabitant. He's many adjectives, but petty is definitely first. Good morning from Cochrane Air Force Base, AB, in the Bellwoods. Loving the Bushman, and the Bushman is loving you right back. I have a report to give you. I did end Morning Mike's a little early last Thursday. We did it early because of the golf tournament, the club championship up here on the island. Did the Bushman repeat is the question. He did not. No, he did not. He lost to a young man. You know what? I had the putting yips. And the young man that defeated me, young Owen Lamont, who's only 19 years old, I played him yesterday, mano a mano. I said the 24 champion versus the 25 champion. The Bushman went 1 under on 9 holes and took him down, but not when it mattered in the tournament. So we lost that. Too bad. But we had a very big community days weekend. Steve, do you have my, it's a wonderful thing we do. Do we have the video that I put up on Instagram? From community days with the
Bill,
the parade.
Bill, I failed you on this one.
There's a lot of stuff.
I'll get it for you, but
I looked at all the things the elements that we have, and I said the very first one on the rundown here that we put together, and I don't see it. But I thought maybe it was hiding somewhere. We love you in Chicago. Lisa Lavender, I love you too. Steve, you'll find that because it's awfully fun. Huntington Beach. Good morning, Huntington Beach. A lot of love in the Cape going on here this morning. Hello from the Cape. Oh, my God. The putting yips. Did you make that up? Oh, no. The yips is that's an old golf phrase. When you get the yips because you're about to putt and you just go, yip. And it just gets away from you. And I did suffer from the yips. It's no question about that. Better weekend for Lindsay Lohan. How about the Lohan-essence? We're really excited about Lindsay Lohan and the Lohan-essence. This is good stuff. Disney, put out Freakier Friday this weekend. It had a $45 million budget. Guess what its global box office was? $45 million. So everything from this point forward is gravy. And Lindsay Lohan is back, which I'm super excited about. I was worried about her for years. I spent a lot of time with Lindsay. I mean, her parents, were messed up with the DUIs and the fighting and the domestic shit and all this stuff. And you know what she did? She got a hold of herself. She moved to Dubai. She married this nice guy, Bader Shamas. They had a child together. They got little Luai. She's a mom. She's coming back to the States and doing her movies. And she just had a success here. Everything, there will be profit involved in this. I'm happy for Lindsay Lohan. I like her. And I thought she handled herself as best she could when she was a kid. And they were far up her rear. I hope that, Justin Bieber is kind of like, There's a million kids like this. Britney Spears did not fare as well. Jesus, I look at some of Britney Spears' Instagrams, and I'm like, I was one of the very few people that bucked the Free Britney movement. Free Britney, Free Britney. All these people out there with their placards and marching around outside the court. You don't know shit. Free Britney to what? Then what? She goes where? Who takes care of her? She needs taking care of, and you know it. And her father was had a drinking problem, and maybe not the best character, but certainly not the worst. And I'll tell you what, when he took over for Britney, her finances were at about $2 million is all she had left. And he brought it up to 70, something like that, give or take on both sides, but a massive increase. And now she can, be down in Mexico. She's always in Cabo and always finds a little hallway or something to dance in. And, every time I see it, I just get, I seize up. Who is there to guide her and to make sure she's okay? She needs it. God almighty. Anyway, good morning from Central California. What's up, Yvonne? Good to see you. Yeah, Britney's father is a jerk. Yeah, well, Angela, he's a jerk. In what way? I don't know. Yeah, was he, I think if you believe everything you read about what he, what he did, and sort of capitalizing on her, but she kept all that money. He didn't take anything more than his salary for being her conservator. Her wealth went from 2 million to up to 75 million or something like that. Anyway, the Free Britney movement is, I don't consider it a success. Keeping it Disney as we were, a lot of people raving over the Camp Rock reunion last night at MetLife. Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato. This is like 17 years later or something like that. She looks amazing. Anyway, they sang their Wouldn't Change a Thing and This Is Me. And what a fun thing for the whole crowd singing along. Pretty awesome. Pretty amazing. Although that was, my kids were into that. They're talking about it this morning at breakfast. From Illinois, where our former governors make our license plates. Oh, Lisa, you owe us a vacation. When is that cruise? Should be about now. You said mid-August. Are you getting ready to leave on a cruise? Are you ready to do your little pineapple study? Lisa, for those joining us now for the first time, is going to test the swingers theory of putting an upside down pineapple on the outside of your door on a cruise or anywhere else, as it is a little tip to swingers to come on in. Now, her husband will be there with her. She'll get a knock on the door. Be amazing if someone else from the chat, by the way, was on that cruise and decided to play a little prank. Hello. Oh, the pineapples are in. Oh my God, Lisa. The pineapples are in. We leave Saturday. Oh, we've got all week to talk about it. It's so darn exciting. Cannot wait to see if these are facts. That's outstanding. Didn't you mean Britney before the movement? Did you know she was struggling? You could always tell she was struggling. I don't know if I told you this, but a few years ago, she was... when Britney was engaged to a friend of mine, Jason Trawick, was an agent at William Morris, and he and I were good friends. He and I were talking, and he's like, "Hey, your wife, my ex-wife now, Sydney, but she's from Mississippi, and she's like Britney's from Kentwood, Louisiana. He was telling me she, has some social anxieties and whatever, and could you and maybe your wife have dinner with us?" And so we had this private blocked off room at the Montage in Beverly Hills. And Trawick and Brittany came through the bottom entrance of the hotel. They took her up in a private elevator, and they came to have dinner with us. And, Sydney and I got there first, and we were walked in. It was like a second floor of the restaurant, walled off, curtained off, just our table. I don't know why we went to a restaurant, because there was no other people in the room. We were in a private spot. So we were just It could have been anywhere. Could have been in anyone's house. And it was interesting. She, connecting. I think she was really, really, really nervous, and the social anxieties were for real. But Sydney did a great job. She really did. She was like, "Hey, y'all, tell me everything. What's going on down there? How's your mom and him?" You know what that means? You Southern people know that. How's your mom and him? That means how's your mom and them, like mom and everyone else. How's your mom and him? You hit her with one of those, and old Brittany was like, "Oh, well, hell, she's fine. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Good morning look at Lisa. Wait, Lisa, we'll get more. Okay, no, we saw this earlier. Now, Lisa, I really want to know any more information you have. Is that Peter Murphy? Good morning, men. Peter Murphy, is that you, Sergeant? From Canton, Massachusetts, where he served 30 years on the force right there. Outraged by what's going on. Oh my God, so happy I caught you all live.
This is great.
Couple sign at my mom's assisted living. Holy shit. Wow, I saw a pineapple at my mom's assisted living, a sign outside someone's door. I tell you what, these old people, don't write them off. I mean, they say the #1 place for transmission of STDs is like the Villages down in Florida, which is like 250,000 old people running around. The worst invention, some say the best, Viagra. I think Viagra was a terrible thing with old guys running around. Now they got that. Now they got an everlasting, you know what? I mean, oh my God, not good. STDs are rampant with senior citizens. I know, because they don't give a shit at that point. They're like, look, at this age, I'm going to, my mom's 86. She's banging down a couple of scooches, and used to be 1 scotch at night. Now it's 2. I'm like, oh, and if you want to start smoking, do that. 86, at that point, who cares? Imagine an 86-year-old man putting on a condom. Sorry. Just like, who would do that? I mean, imagine, like, what am I doing? How do I get this open here? Can I just, what is that anyway? And I mean, it's a terrible thing.
Oh boy, I don't want to imagine.
Oh, I know. AC, I'm loving it right now, but I don't know. I might have just gone a little too far. I don't want to picture my granny that way either. I don't want to picture your granny that way, unless Willow, show me a photo. Maybe. I'm kidding. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have done that. Truffle Pops, you're with me. Anywho, God, I'll tell you what. Read some statistics last night about our summer that I found to be quite interesting. A lot of ice cream being consumed in America. Sleepy Joe Biden, nobody loved it more than him. But it's whether it's a sundae or whether it's a cone or blended into a shake, ice cream, one of the great American indulgences. 97% of people say they like ice cream. Now, how many of those people are lactose intolerant? They still love it. Nobody more than Biden again. But U.S. ice cream production hit 1.31 billion gallons, not scoops, in 2024. The average American eating 19 pounds of ice cream. Holy shit. That is, I mean, I have so many sins and vices. I just don't think I can add ice cream to that. But here's the worst part. Ice cream, frozen milk as a dessert goes back to ancient China. China. Oh my God, China developed this. 7th century documents refer to a frozen milk dish, which had like buffalo milk and flour and fragrant camphor oil. And this was the earliest version of ice cream, and it goes back to China. Steve, you have 2 beautiful daughters, Abby, Maddie. They must love ice cream. I know who else loves ice cream, and that's you, Steve.
Yeah,
You're a non-dairy ice cream, though. Because, guys, did you know this? If Steve eats dairy, cheese on the pizza, a little cream in the coffee, something gets into his diet that is dairy, he will die. And I'm not
breathing.
I'm not being funny. He will stop breathing. and we'll have to get him immediate help. So like when we go out, I mean, I'm very I need Steve. So I when we go out like pizza or something, he came up here to Maine, helped set everything up, and we went out for pizza. And down they have the vegan pizza. I looked at that waitress who's 16-year-old summer kid, and I said, "Listen to me. You see this beautiful man in front of me? He's gonna die. You're waiting at tables. He's gonna die. He'll be with you for the rest of life. Do not let a piece of cheese." She's like, "Okay, buddy, whatever."
It's true. It's a true story. Yeah, I'm allergic for all the dairy people out there. I'm allergic to whey protein, which is in milk. I don't have an intolerance. So yeah.
So really, you just no way.
No way. My God, I should make a shirt out of that.
No way.
Oh my God.
WEHEY.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
way.
But yeah, as for the ice cream thing, Ben and Jerry's, which was huge back in Boston, Vermont brand. Now the non-dairy Ben and Jerry's is amazing. My kids will eat that, and we're guilty. I do a big thing here because we have our nights in the summer, and all of a sudden I'll yell to the girls, "We got an emergency!" And they'll come running down and they'll know what it is. Are we going to get ice cream? I'm like, everybody in the store, let's get ready for the hot summer night.
All right. That's the fake out. And the ladies love it.
Yeah, they love it.
I like the non-dairy, man. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the non-dairy. My friend in DC owns the restaurant Craig's, which is a big, celebrity hotspot or whatever. But Craig himself makes a vegan ice cream that's very, very strong. Mildred is hot and heavy this morning. Oh God, the more Zaddy Billy ignores me, the more it does things to me. It does things to me. You simply can't believe her. I'm not talking kinky or nothing obscene, but it's not too far off, if you know what I mean. She'll take me upstairs, lay me down in the bed, pull off the shorts.
Maybe that's when the
I'm a student. No, she do the same. She must love it. She don't never complain. No moaning, kicking, a lot of screaming. I work so hard as she starts steaming. You know how it is. After a couple of rulers, she was subject, and I am the ruler. She's a freak, y'all, but she's no skeezer. One thing's for sure. Wait, I got that cheaper. Who's that? Who's that? I just spat some rhymes in your face, Mildred. In your face. Who was it? Tone Loc. That's exactly who it was. Once sitting on a plane, I was going from Burbank, California to Salt Lake City, and I hear this voice like, "Yeah, we're going to get up there. We're going to play at the Ute, man, at Utah." I said, "Shit, I know who that is." I lean over the seat and I just go, "Tone?" He goes, "Hey, man, what's going on?" I said, "Tone Loc? Oh, shit. Dude, you got me through the high school, the college. Oh, we used to rip them down." We got Mildred going. Zaddy, a hot brother. You know it. Mildred, thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Tone, man. Watching from Mississauga. Yeah, that's up there in Canada. We love you. Tone Loc was great. He was, yeah. Chiba. That was one of the best. Okay. So a couple of things. Do you guys remember? I saw something this weekend that blew my mind. Do you remember? We'll get to it. You're going to see something that's a current event. It's the Finnish people do wife carrying. There's some odd competitions out there, sports or whatever you want to call them. This is the hobby horse competition. Have you ever seen hobby horsing? It's a real competition. I saw this. I don't know how long this has been around, but apparently here's one of the real contenders. She works so hard. She has kinesiology tape. Watch this. Now look at the knees. Look at the high knees going here. That's like model walking right there. Models do that. Well, she's going sideways right here. Look at that. Like a horse would do exactly all the movements. The human being is doing all the movements of the horse right there. This is dressage, or what do you call it? Or I think it's dressage. Look at the sideways right here. And yeah, okay. No. You go, girl. Favorite. Bust into a trot. There she goes. Oh, yeah. Round that corner. Oh my God, the form is terrific. Look
the
at
toes pointing. Is she like?
Oh, the pointed toes. You
Yeah.
get extra points for that, Steve.
Oh.
Busting into a light little gallop.
Big finish here.
Yeah, big finish. Here she comes around the corner. I love it. A little skip. Yeah. This is unbelievable. Yeah, like a Tennessee walking horse. Is this a walking horse? I don't know what this is either, Raina. I'll tell you that. Anyway, she pulled it in. You know what this reminds me of, Steve? Oh my God, those high knees are incredible.
I think I know where. Well, I know where you're going, but this is exciting for me.
Yeah, no. Do you guys remember prancer-sizing years ago? I don't know that woman. When she hit. She went viral instantly. Prancer-sizing. And by the way, it works.
Stop talking and do some walking.
It's too good. It's as good as it was then.
She's in great shape, though. I mean, look at the little ankle warmers going.
Maybe this works.
You know, this is like good athleisure wear too, because you could
with the prancer-sized gallop.
Yeah, this is. There you
wear
go.
this outfit out for cocktails, and it's all workout gear. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So good. Okay, good hand movement.
Okay, now we're going to step up the pace a little bit with the
Yeah.
I couldn't let it go without
Different
this.
strokes for different folks. I love it too. Yeah, good for you, girl.
Oh, hip
Oh
shake.
my God. Oh, look at this. She has got a great figure, though. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, very good, very good. That's outstanding.
Did I say Heine? I'm getting accused by someone of saying Heine here. Did I say Heine? I like the word Heine. It's howdy doody time. It only costs a dime to get your Heine shine. Did I make that up? She lived in the villages. Oh, yeah. If that woman, Truffle Pops, let me tell you something. If that woman prancer-sized by this old fart's, condo, when I'm about 85 years old, I'll be lunging for that Pfizer jug and running out the door. Yeah, you want to see some high knees? The Bushman may be on a walker, but believe me, she could be a huge hit. Those 80s bangs are sensational too, don't you think? Oh yeah, look, and the camel toe. Camel toe is one of the greatest inventions. Who is the person that thought of that? It's really funny and it's uniquely feminine. We don't share camel toe. But it's really great. And women can tell each other like, oh my God, girl, you're totally towing right now. Oh, I am? I'm sorry. It's like, it's a friendly thing. People don't get offended, I don't think. If you're ever in need of a laugh, watch those and it'll solve it. Isn't that true? Oh my God. Lisa, I stayed on my friend's farm. I was joking and I did this. I thought it was so smart. My friend laughed so hard. It's a sport, Lisa. Yeah. Oh, okay. It is a sport. That is really, really amusing to me. Gotta say it. Nothing is funnier as we turn into the big guy for a second here. Nothing is funnier than this kid. If you're listening to this somewhere and not watching, you're not going to get it as well. But this guy is funny as hell. He says this is all the proof you need that Trump is in fact a gay man. Take it away. This kid makes
Arnold Palmer was
laugh.
all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God. That's unbelievable. I had to say it.
My favorite part is I had to say it. I had to say it. I'll never forget when Trump actually did that. He's like, I had to say it. Like, you didn't have to say it. No part of you had to say it. You wanted to say it. You were dying to say it. And so you said it. I had to say it. I had to do it. I mean, the other players, they would look and they would go, "Oh my God, look at Arnold." Oh my! I had to do it. I had to do it. No, you didn't. You did not have to do it. Oh shit! That is just so. That kid is really funny. Every expression, he is right on point. It's unbelievable. I had to do it.
Billy, maybe let me just run it one more time, just a little bit.
Please, just watch the kid's face, just a little bit. Just give me a little teeny bit more.
And I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women.
And I love them.
But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, "Oh my God."
Oh my God. I had to do it. I had to do it. Someone said, "Clean your glasses, Billy. They're fuzzy." All right, fancy Nancy. My God. All right, thank you. Look at that. We look after each other here, right? It's like a mama cat comes over and just, takes the lint off of the baby cat. He should do stand-up. He should, that guy. Or just like ventriloquist stand-up. Just mouth the words. I had to do it. I don't think Trump was born a gay man. I don't think he is a gay man. Are you wearing sweatbands, Billy Bush? Are you taking cues from a certain Cuomo I call Meatball and Fredo? No. Does he wear sweatbands? He and I are friends. I didn't know he wore sweatbands. Steve, how long have I worn sweatbands? How long would you say I wore wristbands in life? A lot.
And like you taught traveling, you have a very good travel sweatpant wristband look that you have.
This is I made a logo. I can't believe I'm not. So, in the golf world, this says Clutch 1971.
Well done.
On my golf bag, it says Clutch. On the tag, it says the Clutchman. They call me the Clutchman. It is now at my particular golf club. The Clutch is when the Clutch arrives. It's, by the way, once I arrive, it's all third person, but it's for humor. It's not serious. It's a walk. I said, the Clutch is here, and he flips the keys to the valet. The Clutch is heading to the locker room. And now the Clutch is on the tee. I narrate while I'm playing, but I narrate the whole game for everybody. I'm always wanted to be a golf announcer. I wanted to do sports announcing. There's just such a long line of people to do it. But I tell you right now, if given the shot, I would be a very, very good golf announcer because I know the game very well. And also it's time for not just, and Immelman is in the rough here with the 6-iron and he could come out. And it's sometimes you got to be like, oh my God, is he screwed in there? How are you going to get out of that thing? It's a lot of muff right there. I'll say it. All right, back to you, Jimmy. There should be a little more banter, I think, and a little more, let's say what's really happening. Like when a guy's fucked deep in the rough, you can say it. Have you, I did not say, you saw that earlier, a film comedy about Nixon with Kirsten Dunst and Michelle Williams. I've not seen that, but I'm going to do that. Yeah, the whispering golf announcer, he's sort of, but I can do that too if I had to, You are such a wasp. I love it. Well, I mean, I guess I am. I don't know. Probably. You don't want to run and pretend you're, you're something else. Maybe we should do golf announcing for the rest of the program, or at least say the big news today, which we are going to get into for hot mics later on, is Donald Trump has removed the presidential portraits of George H.W. Bush, 41, George W. Bush, 43, and Barack Obama, 44. He hates them all. I said Donald Trump is many things, but most of all, he is petty. And this is something we're going to get into later on. I've got a whole thing on it because for me, it's just like a friend of mine was recently at the White House and noticed this too. Not only is he removed today, the latest news, removing the former presidents, he has wedged himself in between Laura Bush and Pat Nixon with a 3D rendering by an artist named Maga Angelo. He's wedged himself in between the first ladies in the East Wing. Like, let the first lady, you don't need to be everywhere. And he's removed, think about what Barack Obama means to the history of the country. I mean, look, you can be anti-DEI to still say pretty darn cool. We came through slavery not that many years ago and a terrible history of that in our country and all that. All of a sudden, we've got an African-American president. I mean, that's a historic thing, right? And a two-termer at that. And you stick him in a remote stairwell where visitors can't see him? Dude. It's just unbelievable. And you know why it is, He's had beef ever since the birther. It's the birther, controversy. And recently, directs Pam Bondi to get a grand jury to probe into Obama for treason, which is in the 2016 election. Like, we're going to go after him now? Like, what? Just let these things go. What are you doing? We've got enough shit on our hands that we have to be doing that. But it all goes back to when I say petty, it's that White House Correspondents' Dinner years ago when Obama got up and Trump was in the audience and he started making fun of Trump for the birther stuff and all that shit. And Trump never forgot, and he just can't get over it. So he will continue to mess with him as best he can. Anyway, we have a whole hot mics on this later on. And I'm going to tell a couple stories, by the way, that I have never told before. Because I spent years and years with them. But one thing I witnessed that is just like, oh my God. So that's coming out today. Some more news here. New home for the UFC. Now, it makes everybody's wondering. That's Trump's buddy, Dana White. Trump just held up CBS, Paramount, before he would give the okay for David Ellison and Skydance to buy CBS. Before he would give the okay, he wanted $16 million for his presidential library, a little payoff, a little beautiful extortion. And it happened. And then the first thing that Skydance Paramount announces is that Trump's buddy Dana White is going to get a 7-year, $7.7 billion deal for the UFC to stream on Paramount Plus exclusively. So that is a massive piece of business. And you wonder, with the tab that Paramount Plus is putting out to the UFC, now you know why they can't pay $40 million and, lose $40 million a year on Stephen Colbert. Holy shit. The Bushman stories. You know what? T.R. Gillett, if that's right. One of the main reasons for Morning Mics is the 24 years of stories, 24 years of with almost everybody. I mean, if you say a name, I can say, oh my God, here's something I saw, I witnessed, I laughed at, with every one of them. Okay. Another big thing people are talking about. You can file this under, oh, no, he didn't. Back when I was started, this was many years ago. I think they were together 25 years ago. But David Justice and Halle Berry, David Justice did a podcast, and here's a clip of what he said about Halle Berry, why he didn't marry her then when they were together so many years ago. He's getting literally killed for it.
Asked me to marry her after knowing me for 5 months. So I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
And then I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean, don't really seem like motherly.
Oh, that's not going well. That's really not going well for him. Really not going well. Here's some comments that go right underneath that video. Men are so annoying. It's never enough. You get a hardworking woman and she's not motherly enough for you. You get a woman who stays at home and then she's a useless gold digger. There is no winning with this gender. It's like talking to a wall. Just go suck your mom's tits at this point. Who said that? This woman, not me. Oh, she's tired of men. Tired of men. You married Halle Berry in her prime as a movie star and you're expecting her to cook and clean? Excuse me, the most money David Justice ever made in a season, $7.8 million, not bad. Halle Berry got $14 million to play Catwoman. One role. Yeah. So people are going off. They're going off on the guy. But in fairness to him, he was saying, I was young, I was dumb, I didn't know any different. All I saw was my mom. I was placed into the Major League Baseball as a baby. And all I saw was cook, clean, and that's what a wife does, and she's going to raise kids, and that's the way he saw it. I don't think he expressed it very well because he is getting absolutely beat down. Here's something scary, guys. 39% of Americans under 30 years old get their news from TikTok. TikTok is owned by the Chinese, by the CCP. The Communist Party. So that's scary to me. Our kids are getting their news from TikTok. TikTok, the algorithm in America is very different for our kids than it is in China. They get science experiments. We get socialism is good, capitalism is bad, free Palestine. We get very specific messaging. And TikTok has replaced Twitter, where we used to get news, but that's become such a cesspool that it's now TikTok, and most of it is in video skit form. Will Substack replace that? Maybe has a chance. Got to get more younger people on it, but that's frightening, mostly because of China's ownership of it. And I don't know what the hell happened. Trump does so many things. I don't even know where that TikTok deal is. What's going on? Right? Wasn't TikTok getting banned? What's the deal? What is our deal with China? The tariffs. He's trying to get them to buy 4 times more soybeans now. He's begging them to do more business with us while we hit them with tariffs, while we keep TikTok going, while we say we're tough on China. I can't keep up. I don't understand it. Another fact about our youth. Oh, someone said something earlier that that Billy Bush is like the, you're stuck. You've started this and cannot leave. You are to us what Regis Philbin is to our parents, the boomer generation. I'm old Reg. That's right. I'm the old guy that tells you stories.
I absolutely love that, Billy. That's a great.
He's a hero of mine, Reg. I mean, he and I were close. Whenever I'd go see him, he'd say, Billy Bush, he wants my job. He's trying to take my job. But when Reg was getting into when he was losing a bit of his cognitive function and there were years he was on the air that, he would lose track of thought or call somebody by the wrong name, a la Joan Rivers, and it was charming and cute and funny. And then it started to go. And in his waning, after he retired and was off television, was pushed out. Let's be very clear about that. Was pushed out. I went and I had lunch with him in New York. We went to Michael's, which is sort of a kind of I don't know. It's a journalist's place. It's a place for those in the biz. Anyway. And he forgot the name of the maitre d' where he had been, millions of times. He kept saying, "Who's the guy?" And then in the middle, he forgot me. He forgot who I was. Like, we're just the two of us sitting there. He's like, I said, being born Billy was a Billy. I was helping him along, but God, he used to tell the greatest stories. Nobody could begin a television show and just say, last night, Joy and I go out. We went to Circo. Bruno met us at the door. He said, I said, Regis. I said, Bruno, do you have a table? He says, of course. Immediately. What did he do? He drove us back. He took my jacket. Joy and I sat down. We ran into Nathan Lane. He's there, of course, doing that wonderful show on Broadway. 20 minutes later, Reg was done telling his story. No one can do that. Not on television anymore. Kelly does not do that with her husband to any effect. That Regis really, it was sit back and listen to him go. A couple thoughts on toxic right there. Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah, it is toxic. It's I mean, there's some funny shit on there, but the new Reg. There's only one Reg. There's no such thing as a new Reg, but he did have something. Yeah, thanks. Oh boy, was he something else. Never forget dressing him up for Halloween. Oh my God, was that funny. Always thought of Billy more of a Casey Kasem. There's nothing better than that Casey Kasem getting pissed off thing. He's in there with Bill O'Reilly. Just going nuts. I love it. One of a kind, Regis. Yeah, I miss him so much. He could melt DT. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of Trump and Regis, well, they were good friends. But remember, this is like, I was close to Trump when he was where he should have been. A great reality television villain and a king of the concrete jungle. He was great in that role. I can't stand with him as president of the United States now. And I just can't. I can't. I was, my uncle is George H.W. Bush, a man of incredible character and a man whose resume as president, like becoming president, is so deep. We'll never see it again. But I'll never forget when I prank called Regis when after the Trump wedding, which I went to in 2005. Everybody went to it. Simon Cowell was there and Kelly, but Regis didn't go. Kelly Ripa did, and Star Jones and all the liberals, by the way. Chris Matthews from Hardball sat at my table. Katie Couric was there, and Matt Lauer and Billy Joel was performing, and everybody was there kissing Trump's ring. Everybody. Just like every executive at NBC back in the day kissed his ass all over the place. Everyone did. But Regis went to after everybody left the wedding in 2005, Reg showed up like a day later and stayed for the weekend, like after the wedding. So from the set of Access Hollywood, my producer, Rob Silverstein, was great to let me do it. And we just called Mar-a-Lago, the front desk, and I said, can you please connect me to the room of Regis Philbin? And they're like, sure. Not who is this? And it rings right up to Regis, and he answers it himself. Hello? And I said, Mr. Philbin, welcome to Mar-a-Lago, Mr. Philbin. Thank you. Who is this? This is Pablo in the kitchen. We are wanting to send you something special. By the way, what a special man you are, Mr. Philbin. You are here as a guest of the honeymoon. Everyone else, only the wedding, but you here for the honeymoon, very special. So we want to send you something. Okay. We're going to send you some tea and some crumpets, but here at Mar-a-Lago, we call them trumpets. Who the hell is this? He said, what? Who are you? Who is this? I said, Reg, it's the Bushman. What's going on, babe? Just wanted to check it. Billy Bush, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? I'll never forget that. Because I was so alarmed. Like, what the hell? He didn't go to the wedding, but as soon as everybody clears out.
But also, he picked up the phone. That's the greatest thing when you're trying to do this stuff, that he actually picked up the phone.
Well, I mean, the Reg thinks he's safe to pick up the phone at Mar-a-Lago, right? God, he was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, we got a busy day today, Steve. We got a big hot mics this afternoon.
Bill, I owe you. I'm going to stop you there, though. I owe you the main moment. Do you want to? I'm ready to roll.
Oh yeah. So great. Okay, we had it at the beginning, but here it is. Why don't we save the best for last? If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of this, but we have this wonderful event over the weekend on this island here in Maine every year, and it is a celebration of the community. And there's a parade, and then there's this thing
in an undisclosed location in the Penobscot Bay of Maine. It's a Wizard of Oz theme for Community Days this year, and somebody just threw a piece of candy right in my... There's our golf champion.
Not quite dressed like last year's champion, but... Look at the Bushman.
Sustainable Housing Group, here they come.
Sustainable housing.
So good. Oh boy, there's Dorothy's little house off its hinges. The finals of the Codfish Relay. I've got the brothers.
Those are my
two nephews, Oscar and Lucas. And the finals is underway. Here they come. Lucas Bush, nephew, in the middle, getting dressed very quickly. He's first to the jacket. Whoa, his competition is picked. He's gone. He's gone. There comes Lucas Bush.
Can you believe this?
Lucas Bush. Oh, what a start. And the codfish is falling apart. The guts are everywhere. Okay, third place. Now watch Benny Eckstein. This guy is a finely tuned Camaro. Watch him go.
Finely tuned Camaro.
That is a doornail. There goes Benny. And there goes Benny. And there goes Benny. He passed him at the stop sign. He's already passed the gift shop. All the way up to the American Legion.
Bang. That's it. That was our wonderful parade over the weekend. Had all my daughters here, every single one of them. That's all three, and just very, very special. So listen, hot mics today, big referendum. I'm going to explain everything. Few stories about Trump back in the day. You know a lot about me and Trump, but I got a couple things you don't know, and that will be later on for hot mics. But I want to say thanks for joining me on Morning Mics. I am going to see W tonight. I'm going to see George W tonight. So I'll be with him and his younger brother, Marvin, who's my cousin. We're going to play some pickleball down there. So I got the wristbands going on. I'm ready for the action. Topspin volleys coming hot. And I'll tell you about it tomorrow morning on Morning Mics. So that's it for us. Steve, say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye to Steve. There goes Steve. It's a great guy.
Morning. Great Monday morning. Great to be back.
Ta-ta.